Welcome Year 9 to the Google Cardboard construction video. Now prior to this lesson you would have all have a prototype made, and now we're going to work to full scale. When you get your cardboard today, you'll notice it has been laser cut down each side, and you'll have 3 components of those to work with today. You may also need a metal ruler, knife and craft board, and you will also need today your lenses, and you'll also need today a glue gun, which will be over by the stations. So the first thing you need to do is you'll need to have a look at your cardboard. Now this has all been laser cut, and most of the cardboard that we'll be using is single wall cardboard that we learnt in our first lesson. So the first thing you need to do is very gently fold on the lines which you may see on there. Now sometimes Year 9 you may find a line that won't fold. If that's the case, you need to take your craft board, and you'll need to make sure on your craft board you take your work, you use a ruler and you use a decent Stanley knife just to very gently etch into there. You press lightly, you do not want to cut through it, otherwise it will fall apart. Now when you're at that stage and you've got all your 3 pieces very carefully folded, you need to assemble them. So piece 1, you're looking for this shape with the half crescent, or with the crescent shape on here like this, and you need to make sure it folds up like that. If you do it this way round, it will not want to fold, so do check that. So if I just show you that again, my laser cut is on the back, you can see all those things that have folded, and this goes at the front, so you get a nice smooth edge on this side. I'm now going to align up this shape with another one of the Google Cardboard components. Remember, this is a 3-stage net. So I'm going to bring this one over here, and notice how this shape lines up to this one here, and that will fit on there like that. Let's just show you one more time. This goes onto here, and notice again Year 9 that it folds this way round like this, and then it goes on there like that. That's really important for later on. And then the final stage is getting this top piece here and popping that on. Now sometimes folks, I remove this final edge here because it does get a bit bulky when we're using lots of cardboard. So again, I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm going to take my blade, and I'm just going to reduce that side up there, pointing nice and down, lots of pressure, and just cutting that final bit off there and cutting down there as well, just to make sure the whole thing's removed. Okay, right then, move that to one side and let's layer them up. So recap: 1 like that, 2 like that, and then 3 like that. And there we go. At this stage, folks, you'll need to take yourselves a hot glue gun. Let's do a bit of a health and safety point here. Metal parts, of course, it's metal. It's going to be heating up this glue in a solid form into a liquid form out the other end. So that's a conductive material. It's going to be hot. If you touch it, it will burn you. Also, when the molten glue comes out of this end, do make sure if you do get it on your hands that you go and use a tap and you put your hand onto the tap until you've got loss of sensation in that particular area. When you do use the glue gun, you press very gently on the trigger. Do not ram through this at the back over here, and when this just reduced down, see me and I'll give you another glue stick which looks either like this or the bigger ones for the bigger glue guns. I prefer using the small one today. Right then, so let's assemble this together. You've got to work quick. Once it's on, it'll start to set. So with me, off we go. So round on here, I'm going to apply a little bit of glue round there, very, very, very quick, but also safe. And then I'm going to pop that on top of there and seal that. Allow it to set a couple of seconds, holding it nice and firm. Okay, we're ready for the next bit. Glue gun again. Make it sure it's over here, and then off we go. A little bit more. Dab it. You might want to do dots of this. Notice this hand's quite far away. We're done, we're ready. Get the other piece, we know what we're doing, we're sealing that on there. And again, allowing it time to set. A couple of seconds. Check your shape on here. It should be fairly well aligned at this point. Right then, next we need to add in now our lenses. The lenses go in here. 2 biconvex lenses, which you can see there and there. Notice how I'm holding them from the rim and not putting my fingers on the lens. I'm going to place those loosely in there. Yes, they're not going to fit. That's okay. Right, then I'm going to get my glue, and in a moment I'm going to seal it so that these hold them in nice and securely, and plenty of pressure as we're sealing those lenses in. Off we go. Working quickly. Take my glue gun over around the side here. Taking my work, folding it over. You might want to ask a partner to help you with this stage. Do not get glue on the lenses. Ideally, you want them clean. However, if you do get a little bit of glue on them, you can use a bit of Terps and that'll remove it off. Okay, we're at last stages now. So far, we've got the lenses in there, we've got the goggle shape here. We're going to fold the thing together. So, working from the bottom again, we take this up and over, and this over here. Can you see? So you're making like a rectangular shape, or a cuboid if you're being particular today. I need to stick that onto that edge. So, glue, working quickly. Mind your fingers now. Over we go, not too much, just enough. Nice and quick, move it over. Seal it on top of that, allow it a bit of time to set. Make sure you're not touching the glue. Okay. Good, next bit, sides over. Bit of glue on there. Over we go. Tuck that in. Apply a little bit more glue there. Mind your fingers, it's getting quite close to that metal piece there. Hold it in. Applying the pressure. You've got to be a little bit forceful with your cardboard. Show it who's boss and it will do what it needs to do. Over this side, down we go, around the sides. Up it goes. Sealing it in. We've got our cuboid shape now, which you can start to see appearing, a bit like your prototypes, folks. Right then, I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the next bit. We need to take this bit over. You'll see that coming over now. So from the side, over, over, under, over. One more time. Over, over, under, and over. And that gets your Google Cardboard shape. You can start to see that coming together. Now we need to glue that into place. Open it up, glue. Glue. Bring it up, nice and tight, nice and firm. Few seconds, just holding that still. Over we go, other side. On there, glue. Holding it still, steady, holding it in place. On this side, glue. Holding it steady in place. Okay, we're on to the final bit now. This comes over. A couple of dabs of glue. Over it goes. Then the two sides. Down on there. Over we go. And that's some. You might want to turn it around the other way so it holds it in place. And over here, bit of glue. Over we go. And on. Really important that the back flap stays open, folks. That's how you get your phone in, and eventually elastic band will seal that in place for us today. So there you have it, your Google Cardboard. That's relatively set now. You can see the shapes retaining as well. And again, try and follow that tutorial as you go on to create your Google Cardboard today. Thank you.